We're at 950 Summit Avenue doing a sanitary lateral inspection. There's been some backups on the toilet line here, so we're going down through the toilet flange and the basement toilet. Because the main line seems to be flowing fine, but looks like upstream. We're trying to go upstream first just to check it. Anyway, I think we have to go downstream, but this looks like this is just coming over. Looks like it's going down into probably this stack coming off of a downspout maybe, because there's a trap on it. So I'm thinking that based off of the way the pipe is laying, it has to go left, go downstream. Looks like there's some buildup here. There's a small offset there. And we're going into the T. There's a stack behind the wall, so I believe we're coming into the main line here, coming from the stack. Looks like there's some. Looks like there's a bit of broken pipe there, actually, right there at the connection in front of us. I'm not sure, unless there was a piece, it has been opened up recently, unless there was a piece laying down in the line. I'm not sure what could have caused the backup. We're going to continue on down the line and see what we get. We do have some grease stuff coming in from this line. Looks like this was where the backup was. It's really kind of hard to tell. I think they expected it to be a lot closer to the toilet. This could have backed up into another line. There's a line coming in from the right. We'll continue on. This does have a broken, is it a pipe coming in, or is that broken pipe right there? It looks like that's a broken pipe. Maybe this looks like this is where a lot of the buildup is. You can see the side of a broken clay pipe there on the left, and I can get past it, but this looks like where all the buildup is. It's right here at that intersection. There's about, it's showing at about 22 feet, at least on here, but I've got the reel outside and the footage is based off of the rotation of the drum, so. But I have the ability to locate that exactly, which I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll go out a little bit further, but I think that may be our issue. I think that may have been maybe a piece of broken pipe or stuff that's getting in right there at that point, and that's where the main issue is. Because I say the main line flows pretty well. We'll check on down the line for a while, but we may check to see where the stack is flowing. I think they replaced a lot of the line outside, although I'm not seeing anything yet. This all looks good downstream. There's a pretty big offset. coming down the hill. It seems like everything's making its way through. Here's another offset. That's about as far as we're going to make it because we're coming down the hill there. Based off of the evidence, I'm at about 22 feet, and that is the main issue. This is a very old clay line, but most of these joints look pretty good. At least they're not offset enough to make me think that they're causing major issues. I don't see a lot of buildup sitting on those little offsets. Spot here shortly. And there we are. You can see all the goo buildup there. Looks like this is where it was. Looks like there's a pipe coming in from the right there. And then we have a broken pipe also. This looks like the biggest buildup of material. So this may be the issue. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to go get my receiver, look at my locator. I'm going to locate where this is exactly under the floor. Okay, so it doesn't seem that this is the spot that's having the issue. I just obviously noticed it because of the situation with the grease and stuff, and that is where the kitchen line is coming in, so it's not abnormal to find a little bit of grease buildup there, but that must not be where it's backing up based off of the amount of and it could also be where it's just kind of jagged, but that also is where the floor drain's coming in, so that may not really be, an issue, but you can see where the grease is. Not really. That cannot be where it is based off of where they're busting it open every time, which is only about 5 feet in. So I think it's right around where it tees into the stack, or tees into the main line, which would be right around in here. And so what I may do, see there's broken pipe right up there to the left, which is where this is teeing in. And so I'm going to locate this also, just to be sure. Just to show where this connection is, and because there is a little bit of broken pipe there, maybe that's catching full of paper and building up high. So again, we're going to pause here again and get a locate. Okay, that's marked at the T. It's basically right behind the side wall of the bathroom. It's only a foot or two off of it. So I'm thinking maybe that could be causing it. You can see it on the upper left-hand corner. And what I feel when I'm over there too is it feels like that ground around there is hollow. So there could be something that I can't really see with the camera, and there's water escaping into or coming in and allowing like water intrusion or the ground around it, because the concrete feels hollow at this point, right around where that stack comes down. You can go over there and kind of hit on it and see that you can hear the difference if you hear how hollow that concrete is. So yeah, that's about, I'm seeing mainly that spot. It's a pretty big section. Maybe there's more that we're unable to see with the camera. But then we have this build up here too, which is right at that connection. And maybe what this is doing is catching that and allowing the water to seep out, or that's bringing in stuff that's causing the issue, because there is some build up here. It doesn't seem like a whole lot, and it's so close to the toilet, I wouldn't. But it is offset, and so maybe it's catching and the water's escaping on the outside of this right here also, because we are right inside the toilet. So those are the two spots that, the only two spots that I'd be concerned about in any way. So toilet paper is probably catching on one of those two things right there at the T or right before the T. It's the same piece of pipe, just the connections on either side of it. And so maybe that, if that T was repaired, it would prevent this from happening again. But the areas are marked. The second one is just right underneath the toilet, so there's really nowhere to mark it. It's right underneath the wall. So, but that's all that I can see that would, it's probably catching toilet paper, and the water is escaping out around it, which is drying out the toilet paper and catching it, making it sit in that spot. So, but that'll end the inspection for 950 Summit Avenue.